Hello everyone, Empress G here and TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Okay folks, normally on Friday we normally fish thing. But today again I have another request guys. So it's gonna be curry chicken with roti. Okay? So basically I have my chicken seasoned up and from last night. So we're gonna do everything from scratch. So we're gonna do the roti crust from scratch or the roti skin. So right now let me show you what is involved in making. It's very simple guys, but you know what, you just have to be patient. So right now you're gonna need 4 cups of all-purpose flour, and that I'm gonna put in my sieve right now to be sieved. Okay, so 4 cup all-purpose flour, not self-rising flour folks, all-purpose. Okay, and I'm just sieving it right now. And my baking powder is very fine, there's no lump, so I'm just gonna put that in. So it's 4 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, put that in, and a teaspoon of salt, and a tablespoon of brown sugar. And I'll leave all of that in the description so you guys could see the recipe. Okay, and you're gonna also need 1.5 cups, 1.25 cup of warm water folks, not cold, warm water. So oh, I just messed up something here. So it's 1.5 cup of warm water. So basically it's 4 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and a tablespoon of brown sugar, and 1.5 cup warm, very warm, not too warm, not too warm, just left resting. If you have the kettle was boiling and it's warm, you go for that. Not boiling water. Okay, so right now let me just finish sieve the flour, and sieve your flour as possible folks. You get a better result in a lot of your baking, and so that's it. So let me just sieve this out, and this is 4 cups of flour. This you could do mix in your hand, mix in your stand mixer if you like, or your food processor, but I would just do it with my hands the old-fashioned way. I hardly see anybody do this in and I make this quite a few times, and it's with hand. And growing back up, back home, people wasn't privy to all these electronic stuff, so the hand mixing is the best, because you're not gonna mix it out like you're making dumpling. It's gonna be not too wet and not too dry. Okay, that's that right there. And I'm just gonna, because your ball always slipping away, I like to just rest it on a tea towel or something so it doesn't move all over the place. So I'm just gonna rest the ball on this. And folks, what you're gonna do, you mix. I'm just using one hand. This hand I use to hold the water, and you mix up everything. Okay, make sure everything is all mixed in, salt, sugar, everything. Okay, all mixed in. And then you start adding your water to it. And with brown sugar, folks, make sure all of that lump is make sure your brown sugar is smooth, because brown sugar tends, most sugar, but especially brown sugar, tends to get very hard. And folks, you see the point of using the hot water is just like if you're using yeast. So this helps to get the flour and the baking powder interact just how you want it. So you use warm water. It's almost like you're using yeast. And then you're gonna have a second cup of 1.5 cup water again. So 1.5 cup. Make sure it's right because it's 1.5 cup water. 1.5. Oh, I didn't put enough in that one. So this is another 1.5 cup. Because like I said, it's not gonna be like dumpling. It's gonna be very loose. Okay. Not gonna be too runny and it's not gonna be dry. That's the whole idea. So 1.5 and a 1.5 cup you're gonna be using, okay? So you're just gonna be mixing it around. See, so you will use up the 3 cups, 1.5, yeah. So you use up both 1.5 cup, and you're gonna get something like this. Still a little dry, so I have some more water to it. So you basically see, use up almost all the water. Yep. And you're gonna end up with it looking like this. Yeah. Yeah. This is what we're looking for. Because when we're ready to mix it, folks, we're still gonna be flouring it. So this is what basically we're looking for right now. I think I just put a little whipped more flour that's over it. I think I had a little bit water over the edge, but so I'm just gonna whip in just a little dash of flour. Because sometimes you don't need the 1.5, you know, all of it, all of the water. So yeah, as I say, I jumped the gun. Okay, that's it. That's what we're looking for there, folks. Yeah, and in the end you just put some flour to just, yeah. There you go. So folks, this is the consistency we're looking for. See that? Okay. I'm just gonna, so this is gonna sit for about a half an hour or so, folks. Let me get the rest of the dough off. I don't know, waste all that dough. Yeah. So this here could make for about 8 people. Enough here for 8. So this is what you're looking for, folks. This is it. See that? So we're gonna leave this to set for about an hour, for half an hour to 35 minutes or so. And I'm just gonna cover it. Let me just wash my hands. A lot of people don't like dealing with flour because of the dough and the stickiness. Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna leave that there. Cover it and leave that for half an hour. And see, when you're cooking and during that time you have your chicken already seasoned up, you just start cooking your chicken. That's how you do it, folks. So I'm gonna cover it and let it sit here for a while, folks, okay, for half an hour. And during the space of that time, I am going to be doing the chicken, okay? So I have my pot. Let me get my, turn the stove on. And I have about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in the pot. And once that heat up, then I could put in my better pack curry. You know, folks, I try a lot of curry, folks, and not because I'm from here, but this is one of the best curry. I have tons of curry in my cupboard, folks, and I this and my own. I start making my own. I start buying this store, so either better pack, and I also make my own. And I practically copy. You know, they don't give you a lot of ingredients on better pack, but I copy some of it and formulate my own. So the oil is heating right now, folks. I'm just boiling the kettle, so when I'm ready, it's not nice to you put just boiling water. Add boiling water and still, you know, when the chicken is ready for the water, I just have some boiling water from the kettle. So I always like to keep my kettle boiling when I'm cooking. When it calls for to add more water, my kettle is ready. So the oil is just heating up right now so I can burn the curry. So let's put this out of the way, let it sit. I'm just going to let that heat up. Next part I might just carry on instead of, you know, pause and come back. Just everything is ready, so I'll just go with the flow. I think I smell, once you smell the olive oil start, you know it's ready to go. Leave that over there. I don't want to get too heated. And right now, so this is my chicken here, folks. Well seasoned, everything is in there. Thyme, allspice, bay leaf, everything is going there. Onions, and I season up with a lot of my herbs, my own herbs, you know, herbs and spices, and bell peppers. And folks, basically everybody sort of know by now how to yeah, do you season up the curry, right? gonna turn the stove off a bit and put the curry in. That's the kettle going there, folks. I'm just boiling it. To get me some boiling water. And especially when you're doing your flour and thing, folks, if you can use filter water or bottled water, you're better off. You get a better result. Too much chlorine take the taste away from stuff. Okay, so folks, I'm gonna add the curry today. I'm gonna add some. To cut up the garlic smaller. Yeah, just leave. Have some garlic and ginger here, and those two, folks, I find in anything you're cooking, especially curry, it's a must. And also for your meat, it gives it flavor, you know. Garlic in cooking growing up is a must, and ginger and thyme. Okay, so I'm gonna add, I lower the stove right now. I added garlic and ginger in. Make sure that you can, okay, so that's what's going on there now. Garlic and ginger, and that's I lower the heat for now. And I'm gonna add my curry in. Gonna add about, let's see, about a tablespoon and see what happened there. And you make sure your curry burn, folks, because turmeric has ingredient in it, which if you're having constipation problem, folks, turmeric is a must. So this is why when people cook curry and don't burn it before, don't cook the curry before they put the meat in, a lot of people get really runny belly, diarrhea. That is from the turmeric. Curcuma, it's called curcuma. That's the main ingredient in the turmeric. So you let the curry cook. I think I had a little bit more. Because I don't rub up curry on my chicken directly, folks. I just marinate it. I put a little bit of turmeric on the meat when I'm seasoning it, but I don't put curry directly, you know, so I save my curry for burning. So now I'm gonna put the heat back on. Curry, you can smell that, folks. It smells so good. So right now, folks, I'm just gonna add the chicken, everything. And I'm not gonna add any water right now. I'm just gonna cover it down, and this chicken, folks, is an old chicken. I have wings, legs, thigh, back, everything is in here. This is an old chicken I'm using, you know. The smell of this curry, folks, is to that. In a sense, right now you get a little bit of browning, but it doesn't really need to be brown because the curry is where it's gonna take its flavor from. So this is the old chicken we cut up here, and these are small chicken, very small. I forgot what they call them, something hen, but they're on the very small, and these are organic. Something hen, I can't remember. It will come back. So this is one of the chicken I use a lot. Yeah, they're very small and they get no antibiotics. They just grow natural. Cornish hen. Mind you might have one that is not organic, but these I buy, these are organic. So I'm just gonna cover that for a little while and let that keep going. The kettle is all boiled. So folks, I'm just gonna let that go for a little while, because this chicken does not need a lot of water. You could cook from just a little bit of boiling water, but right now I'm just covering it and let it simmer in its own juice for now. So folks, when we come, we're gonna leave that for now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. The pot is bubbling. The chicken is cooked tender, and now I'm just gonna add some potato to it. I know some people like to cook you know, you could cook your potato with chickpeas aside, and you know, some people do that, but I'm cooking my curry chicken and everything, potatoes and everything in it. But there's different ways to do it. Like I said, you can cook your, if in instant you're cooking for people in the group of vegetarian, you could curry your potato along with some chickpeas as you know, aside, at least some of the potato, and do that, and that would be good for that person who's vegetarian. I'm just gonna add a little piece of butter to it now for flavor. Okay. And guys, I tasted it didn't need any added salt or anything, because that's the thing when you season your meat and just enough of everything. Salt and all the seasoning and everything was just right. So right now I'm just letting that cook down. So and these potatoes, rust potatoes, are very easy to cook, so that the potato will cook right down and thicken it up. Okay, and then that will be done. And then while that is going, folks, I'm gonna start because the dough has been resting for and the longer you rest your dough, the much better it is. Okay, so the dough has been resting for over half an hour, and right now I'm just gonna start with that. Let me just get my rolling pin. And I don't have one of those roti, you know, the roti, to do the roti. And so you could just, if you have a doesn't have to be stainless steel, any wide frying pan you have, you could use it, and that's what I'm using right now. Yeah. So I'm just gonna shift gear. I'm just gonna put the chicken over on that stove and get my pan for the roti here. Just let it stay there and just eat up while we start. No, not even eat up, because folks, once I do this, I still have to let them rest for a little while. I tell you, it's a process, and you have to do it right, and you get good results. Okay, so basically, let me start. And guys, see, this is how the dough expand, because you leave it, and this is just the baking powder in it. Look, see? Yeah. The warm water, that's what they do it. Yeah. If you use cold water, you get the result. As I said, because it's just like yeast, right? So this is it. So you get that result from using warm water, not boiling, but just warm water. And you could use, you know, if you have a clean countertop, that's it, you know, or if you have a special board. And you're gonna need your butter or margarine or whatever, because you're gonna need that. And this roti I'm doing is called Dosi, D-O-S-T-I. That means I'm gonna double them up, you know, not just one, but I'm gonna double it up. That's the flour. And your dough must be sticky as possible. So see, folks, this is the dough here. Yeah. And this is it right here. See that? See how that stickiness is gone? So guys, I'm gonna be cutting this. I can't find my I had a dough cutter, but I think I I could use my pizza cutter because the dough cutter is all in storage in a lot of my boxes. When I move, guys, I leave a lot of things in storage because I downsize, you know. It's okay, folks. So I'm gonna cut this in half. I hope my cookie cutter work. Otherwise, I just use my knife. Okay, not bad. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut it again in quarters. Okay. Okay, so like I said, I'm making 8. So it serves 8 people. And I'm gonna cut each piece again. Oh, the cookie cut is, the pizza cutter is good. So you just go like this. And I'm just gonna put them in a, yeah, you just go like this, folks, and put them in a plate. And I'm gonna let them rest for another half an hour. So I get 8 out of this 4 cups, okay? So you just, yeah, have a ball, make a ball like this. I don't think that might be all even, but that's okay. We're not doing anything professional here. That one could have been a little bit bigger. Yeah. Okay. And make a couple balls. 1, 2. And these cookie, the pizza cutter is just as good, folks. Yeah. And you know, if you're being professional, then I guess you could weigh them to make sure they're all the same size. But guys, that's okay. Anything you do this at home, you're doing it for fun, right? It's not commercial, so they all don't have to be the same size because they're gonna be two together. Okay. So these are the balls here, and the chicken is doing good. It's just simmering down, and that's done. So by the time the roti, these, I come back and these set a bit set, then we'll just start doing them. So that's how you do it, folks. Always get your chicken out of the way. If you're gonna cook your chicken out of the way, that's it. So folks, this is what I have here, 8 balls. Okay, I'm gonna cover them back. Let me just show you. And a lot of people don't like to get their hands dirty, so I guess they could, like, you know, this is not the job for them. So balls, balls, balls. Yeah, make sure they're spaced out. So folks, I'm gonna cover them back right now and leave them for another half an hour. And when they come back, then I'll start making the roti. Okay, so I'm gonna leave them for another half an hour, folks. Okay, so when we return, see, we're just gonna let them sit for another half an hour. So when I return, folks, we'll start doing roti. And so we can have with curry, chicken, and roti for Friday instead of fish. Tradition is good, folks. So when I, you know, once in a while I get, this is the request for today, roti, curry chicken roti. And I think chicken is a very popular one with roti. Curry goat also. I think curry beef or whatever, you know. But curry chicken is the, you know, I think it's more economical, and so a lot of people back home just stick to that. Goat meat, I guess, back home is very expensive. So folks, we gonna leave it at that. Like, you take a look at the chicken over here. It's doing good. almost cooked down to the bone. Right down. My mitts are up, so I can't bother with climb up for the mitts. So folks, this is the chicken here right now, and see, sticking up. Look at that. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure those potatoes will be cooked in a few minutes. Yeah. See, we don't want it to be too thick. We want to get some sauce for your roti. Well, you know, in the roti, you're not going to put a lot of, when you make one, you're not going to put a lot of gravy, because that will make your thing mushy, but we need some. So that's just, by the time, give that another 10 minutes, folks, and the chicken will be done. So folks, I have to leave the roti for another half an hour, so when we come back, we'll start doing the roti, and the chicken will be done, okay? Be back shortly. Okay, guys, I'm back, and we're gonna start doing the roti right now. And what I always make sure I have a baking sheet, cookie sheet, or whatever you have, grease, so when we do them, we just put them in there so they don't stick. Okay, so as I said, this is called a Dosi roti, and that means we're gonna double them up, make two together. Okay. Okay, so let me just flour up my rolling pin. So guys, okay, so here we go. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm just gonna take my hands and just, because we're gonna put two, okay, and just do that. And then we're gonna put some butter, or whatever you want to use, butter or margarine. I'm using butter because we're gonna add another one on top. Okay, so here's the other one, and we're just gonna do the same thing. Press it out, then put it on top. Make sure you have enough butter. Okay, so then we're gonna put it on top like this. So stick it, make sure, yeah, just want to get it to one, and you're just gonna go like this. Because we want to get a big round ball. Okay, flip it over, do the same thing, make sure the ends are all stick together. We're gonna get one big round ball here. Okay, folks, here we go. I've done this with patties, with gizzards. It's a roly-poly. Want to get it round as possible. So I'm aiming for. Doesn't have to be perfect, but round, nice round. It's a brand new rolling pin, and it's like it's falling apart on me first. So let's see. In the meantime, we're gonna have the pot on. That's such a... And folks, I'm just using the grease my pot. I just mix some butter with olive oil. You could just use whatever, you know, but I'm using some butter and olive oil together to I think this is salted butter. So this is what I'm using to grease my pot. You just keep your grease close by. Around as I can get it, folks. And the thing about it, you have a special thing to cook roti on. I think I'm gonna get one of that since I'm getting requests for, it's about the third time, but this is the first time I'm putting it on video. I need it round, round, round. I need it to be round, to be round, to be round. Yeah, folks, this is and in the frying pan it's much trickier than if you put it on, because you have to be careful, make sure you get the ends all so right now I'm gonna put it in, folks, and once you see the bubbles start bubbling, then I'm gonna be floured all over, folks, so don't worry about that. Once the bubble starts, then okay, and right now we just grease, butter. And these one are called Dosi because you double them up. And then I think paratha is what, 3, I think, or paratha is the regular ones. That's 1. Okay. I need some paper towel. So once you see that start bubbling up, folks, then I'll flip it over, and I have to get me a basket and a tea towel to cover them and keep them warm. A clean tea towel, folks, because you're going to want to keep them warm. Once you see it start bubbling up, then I'll flip it over. Put the heat up a little bit. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna continue on with the next one. So this is the basket there to put them in when they're done. And I have a clean towel. Yeah, you got to make sure you have a special stick for the roti. I don't have that with me right now, so I'm just going to use this to you want to make sure all the ends are done and it's that brown. Okay, I'm going to start on another one in the meantime. Once I saw the bubbles start, then it's time to flip it over. I'm working on another one, folks, and it's the same technique. I just flatten it out and then I'll add the other one to it. Add the other one over. Once the bubble starts, then it's time to flip the script. I don't like mess when I'm cooking. Yeah, folks, is coming along. See it start to bubble. One thing, folks, when you're done with these doughs, you have so much flour all over the place. Folks. Let's see. Can be done a little bit more. Make sure I get the ends. So the end, so everything is cooked, you know, before you flip it over. Each a bit. And I get the ends all cooked. And you have to learn to multitask when you're doing stuff like this. So I'm just rolling out another one right now while that one is going. Okay. And if you make them, folks, you can put them in the freezer if you're not going to use all of them at once. Just wrap them and put them in the freezer. Okay, so it's sort of bubbling right now. Let's see. Okay, folks. Yeah, so I'm gonna flip it over right now. Okay. You don't want the heat to be too high. And then just continue to both sides, because that's what keeps it moist. And you just make sure your ends get cooked. So this is what you do. If you're not, I think it's called a roti stone or something like that. And that one, it will be wide enough right over the stove. So, so I'll just get in the ends. Make sure the ends are and these are called Dosi, U-S-T-I, 2 together. And like I said, folks, you're doing it at home, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not being commercial. Make sure your ends are done. Do the slide, slightly perfect. That's what I'm talking about, folks. That's what I'm talking about. Because you don't want to have it and the ends are not cooked, they're still raw. Hook, so just gonna fold it like that, then fold it over again like that, then you just put it in the basket. Okay, so this one is done, and that's what it looks like there. Okay, just gonna clean off the pan a bit, otherwise it will stick like crazy. Okay, just gonna grease the pan. Okay. And I'm just gonna get rid of this one to go in. And as I say, folks, they don't have to be perfect, because we're doing it at home. It's not commercial, and even some commercial one I saw sometime, folks, oh my Lord, and the taste, awful. Mass production, you know. Oh, well, let me just flip it so you can see. This is the next one here I have ready, folks. Ready to go. I don't want to make it too big, because like you know, the frying pan, you know, if I was doing this on a regular basis, folks, I would get one of the roti thing to cook it on. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, it's just flat. Okay, well, every time I do it in my frying pan, and pretty good. So once they start bubbling, folks, I'll flip it over. I'm gonna do a few single ones. So I'm gonna put, so I mix the butter with extra virgin olive oil. That gives a nice combination. And make sure you do around the end. So I'm gonna do a few singles. They're asking for that, folks, so give the people what they want. Yeah, so we have 2 doubles, and the other 4 we're gonna, I think, do singles. Just to show you, so these ones, I think are the single one. I think is called paratha, I think, and the double is called Dosi. Once the bubble start to bubble up, then start to bubble up. I want to get it down so I can get the ends all in. That's why I do it, to get the ends to cook. Beautiful, folks. Beautiful. What I'm going to do, I'm going to transfer to the bigger fire, because the pot will, I should have done that. The pot will better on that burner right there. And this is the curry chicken here that's done already. So we just transfer to much bigger burner. And this is to cover the roti to keep them warm. We can flip the script now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, folks. Like I said, this is how you gotta do it when you do it in the frying pan, to make sure that your edges are cooked. Because it's not flat all the way. So you gotta do that. Make sure your edges are cooked. And I gotta grease the side also. Very important. Grease around the edges also. Next time I do it, I'm gonna acquire the roti to do it with. Okay. I can do some more. Edges right now. Make sure I get cooked. Just rolling out another one in the meantime, folks. And these, I'm doing a few single ones for the kids. Let's see. Okay. Let's continue to. Yeah. Edges. Flip it. And this thing is hot. I'm just gonna flip it over again. There we go. And another one is down. Okay. We're doing a few single one right now. Get too hot. I still have a feeling rolling through on this one. The single ones I find is very, very, when I do them, they're very thin. So I'm going to do this single one and see. Yeah, but the single ones are very thin. This is why the Dosi one, a lot of people, I always do Dosi, double up. But somebody want a single one for the kids, so see how this one comes out. Okay, I see it's not going to be totally round for this one, guys, because this is very thin. Let's see. Okay, not too bad. And it started a bubble, folks, so put on your these ones are pretty. You see this one much faster because they're thin. Yeah, and these one edges will cook quicker because this is just one. See? See, start bubbling pretty fast. Wow. Thing goes pretty. Yeah. So we have two doubles, two dosi. We're gonna do paratha. These ones are paratha ones. See, all the ends pretty fast because those ones are much thicker. Let's see if we can. Yeah, can flip right now. Oh, folks. Yeah. Fingers is good. They're both good, but these one because they're thinner, So let me lower that heat. Let me start on another single. We'll have 2 more after that. Because 2 was double up, so that's 4 right there. Wow. Again, good folks. And folks, I'm going to do a lot of shorts, and I get a lot of requests from people to do the complete videos because they would like to see how things done. So basically I will have up there now a short and the videos to show you how it's done. And Noreen, if you're there and you can hear me, my dear, with the fruit flan, you want to know it's done, there is a video up there. I think it's Noreen. So just scroll down and look for that video with the flan, and it show you from scratch how to make the flan. Okay, I did a version the other day, but I didn't bother put it on video because I have that up there already. And I saw in the comment, because I read all my comments, folks, you know, I might not read them right away, but I saw your request, Noreen. Please go down to Empress G, scroll down in the videos, and you will find that one, and you can watch it, and step by step it show you how to do it and all the ingredients and the entire thing. Okay, Noreen, and thanks a lot for supporting Empress G, and you're always up there with your comment, and just keep the comment coming, girl, and give me a like, thumbs up, appreciate it. Okay, bless up, Noreen. I saw that today on there. I was looking and I saw your comment that you'd like to try it, and so this one is done right now, folks. I'm just gonna flip it over. Yeah, this one is done. So you just flip. It's hot, folks, so when it's this hot, I always use a, yeah, and you just flip it again. See, folks, and there it is right there. So I'm just going to take out the pot. Okay. So folks, I just have 2 left to do, so I think I show you enough. So I'm just going to wrap up and then come back and just put everything together. Okay. All right. Hi guys, welcome back. And like I said, cooking is very intense, folks. So the roti is all done, folks. Closer. And this is what we have here. Yeah, that's it right there. We have double and a single, and now I'm gonna put some nice curry chicken on this one. So this is a single one I did, and the curry chicken looks very good. It's with potatoes, folks. And there's a lot of breast and parts in there, folks. So and most time when you have your lots of potatoes. Okay, and folks, that is your roti right there, and you can just wrap it if you like. So folks, that's it there. And the double is called Dosi, and I think the single is called, if I'm not right about it, folks, you can leave a comment. Okay, to let me know. Paratha. So folks, that is the roti right there, and curry chicken and roti right here. And we did a few, enough for 8 people. Okay guys, so that's it right there, the curry chicken. Oh, let me take this off to eat. Curry chicken and roti right there, folks. So folks, big up everybody. What do you say, happy Friday or whatever. And again, Noreen, check down below in the just scroll down to all of my to find the recipe for the fruit flan. Okay, it's there. Everything you see I show in the shorts, most of almost everything, it's I do a video of it. Only a few I didn't do a video of when I do the shorts, so check down there and you will see the recipe for the flan, my dear. Okay, all right, so everybody big up yourself. And folks, that is the roti right there. And you know, if you eat it like that, or you could wrap it. Okay, okay folks, you have yourself a good nice weekend. All right, and then I think Sunday's Father's Day, so in case I don't do a video, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. But yeah, probably do another video. Okay folks, so everybody, you take it easy and have a wonderful day. Peace.